and cultural event was held offline on the 20th and 27th of February. The event was titled Epiphany, where each of the departments were given a code which they had to incorporate into all of their performances. Over the span of 2 days, we witnessed a confluence of cultural and literary events. The event was held in the Golden Jubilee Seminar Hall and live streamed to the student community on the sietjbas YouTube channel. In order to encourage the students of GBAS to vote, an essay writing competition on the topic 100% vote was held on March 3rd. The students from all the departments showcased their powerful writing skills during this event. The annual intercollegiate event of JBAS, Charisma 2021, was conducted online this year from 11th to 24th of April with the theme Utopia, symbolizing hope and positivity. There were 5 different events for participants to show their talents: abstract art, mono act, group singing, breaking news, and classical dance. After all these events, I think it's alright to say that 2020 to 2021 was a very eventful year for the Student Council of JBS. We held 12 plus events, the highlight of each event being the students, who showcased their excellent talent in different areas, a success to the aim that we set out to achieve. I'd like to conclude with this quote that I came across, which said, "I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust the sails to reach my destination." And for the Students' Council of 2020 to 2021, the winds blew from all different directions. But it is with a lot of pride and gratitude that I can say that our boat reached its destination safe, sound, and happy. All of this wouldn't be possible without the excellent members that set sail on this journey together. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Zainab. I request our honorable dignitaries to kindly come up on the dais.
Get the right to take this off. If you want to this like a student what ma'am I just don't get this.
We now request our respected principal, Madam Dr. Shahnaz Ahmed, to address the gathering.
Respected Chief Guest of the Day, Dr. Shahnaz Sultana, the Vice Principal, Dr. Amitul Aziz, the Controller of Examination, Dr. Nasir Rajeshekar, Student Council Coordinator, Dr. Aruna, Dr. Moina, Dr. Aisha Zina, my dear council members of the division, past and present council members, department secretaries, all students and faculty members, Islamic greetings of peace, blessings and mercy of God be showered upon all. The institution are often led by the management and this, what programs to offer, how best to improve the infrastructure, and what all activities to be offered so that we may create the best and but the management and the faculty, but also with the help of the students. It is essential that the biggest stakeholders of the institutions, that is always taken into consideration, are the students. They are the ones who take forward the name of the institution beyond the four walls of the campus. You are all the ambassadors of it, and you are our legacies. And their individual success adds to the collective success of our institution. Out of all the students, the chosen few outstanding students who form a part of the students' council are class apart. They have within the ability to not just hear the thoughts and of thousands of students, but to convey in a manner that each and every voice is heard loud and clear by the decision makers. Being leaders is difficult task indeed, but I commend the exemplary nature of work conducted by the outgoing batch of the Students' Council 2020-21 in the middle of the pandemic. Without having access to the institution, they have acted in a manner that represented the entire institution, and every other student has benefited from their efforts. I think the presentation made by the Zainab Chaudhary was a proof for what they have been done for the last as a student council members. I acknowledge and appreciate each one of them for their efforts, and of course I would say that unprecedented situation call for the unprecedented leaders. And I also witnessed your yeoman services with no compromises and without giving up or losing heart at all situations, very happily work to the best of their abilities. I would like to congratulate and praise every member of the outgoing student council for the excellent work that you have carried out in the last year. My best wishes and sincere prayer to the Almighty to give you success in all walks of life. The journey is still difficult, and with this transition from pandemic towards returning back to normal, the next batch of the leaders, that is 21-22, have been bigger responsibilities. But I am confident, as I have witnessed the zeal they have to take up all responsibilities to the best of their efforts. I am sure you will rise to the occasion and ensure that larger student community is welcome and integrated with the institution as things go back to the normal in the near future. Therefore, I wish the best of luck to the outgoing student council to continue to the great leaders of for tomorrow, and I wish the incoming student council to be the best leaders they can possibly be today for the institution and for the students. With this, I wish each and every one of you good luck and best wishes for a bright future. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your ever-inspiring words. We now call upon the President, Ms. Nilofer Rahmatullah, to introduce our Chief Guest.
I take this opportunity to introduce our eminent Chief Guest of the day, Dr. H. Sultana Ma'am. Her inspiring journey began in the portals of this reputed institution, JBAS College, Louisville. She pursued her bachelor's in zoology at the University of Madras in 1981. She did her master's degree in English literature in 1983. She completed her PhD in English language teaching in 2003 at Anna University. She is a senior professor of English with 36 years of experience at B.S. Abdul Rahman Present Institute of Science and Technology. She was the dean of School of Social Sciences and Humanities. As a member of Syllabus Committee at Anna University and B.S. Abdul Rahman Present Institute of Science and Technology, she designed syllabi of various courses related to English. She played an important role in signing the Memorandum of Understanding with Cambridge Assessment at the University of Cambridge and made the institution of the EZ Center. The university became the pioneer in the whole south of India by signing the Memorandum of Understanding. She organized the ICSSR sponsored National Conference and the ICMR National Conference. She has also presented papers at the national and international conferences. As the chairperson, she conducted sessions during the national and international conferences and seminars. She has published papers in Scopus Index national and international journals. As a research supervisor, she has also guided 3 PhD scholars and 1 MPhil scholar. She is an editorial member and reviewer of TESOL International Journal. She has won the Extra Mile Award for her continuous excellence in 2019 by the University of Cambridge. She has in 2016 and was awarded the All-Rounder Award by the University of Cambridge. This will be an investiture ceremony of the Students' Council. I now request Madam Principal to hand over the bouquet to our Chief Guest. I now request our distinguished Chief Guest, Dr. K. Shahil Sultana, to address the gathering. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Respected Principal, Vice Principal, student coordinators, and my dear students, for inviting me to my alma mater and for giving me the pleasant task of addressing the students of this prestigious college. I have no words to express my feelings. I am very much delighted to know that this college has been awarded A grade by NAC, and also that UGC has granted this college with potential for excellence status. So it gives me a sense of pride as the alumnus of this college that my alma mater has achieved such recognition. So I am happy to be here addressing the young minds in whom I see a lot of energy, enthusiasm, and the ability to win laurels for this institution. Students, as I stand before you, my memory goes down the lane. About 35 years ago, I joined this institution. I got admission into MA Literature. So I entered this institution, I walked into this institution with a lot of energy, enthusiasm, and of course, I had a dream, a concrete dream, of achieving something great in my life. I followed my dream and I did not rest until my dream transformed into a reality. I would like to quote APJ Abdul Kalam's words. To succeed in your mission, you must have single-minded devotion to your goal. So you have to have a dream, and in order to achieve this, you have to persevere. So it is not an easy task to follow your goal or a dream. The qualities that you require are perseverance, enthusiasm, passion, devotion, courage, and determination. So all these will transform your dream into a reality. To quote the words of Walt Disney, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Students, you need to have the courage and the determination, come what may. You may have obstacles, challenges. I too faced obstacles, challenges in my way, in my path to reach the goal. But nothing deterred me, nothing discouraged me from reaching my goal. So I would like to follow that. Whatever may be the challenges, face it. Be courageous. My faculty members tell me your big goal. Yes, you have to have that boldness and courage to face until you have reached the goal. Continue to work towards it. Now, as for this occasion of the formation of Students' Council, I would like to congratulate the new members who are going to take the oath in a short while from now to update the glory of this college. Students, the torch of excellence will be passed on to you by members of the previous council. So once the baton has changed hands, you have to run the lap as their predecessors have done and performed their role well. Of course, we will have to take over the responsibilities immediately, and I hope the responsibilities may include taking initiatives to conduct events, various events or activities that will promote an environment conducive to the education and personal development of their fellow students. Of course, you may have to express their views and concerns and enhance communication between their students and the management, between the faculty members, and you have to take care of the fact that you promote the vision of your college and add up to prestige in the eyes of the society in doing such a job or in carrying over such responsibilities. Now, in order to achieve this, you need to be committed, be responsible. You have to have the leadership quality in you, like communication skills, organization skills. You need to demonstrate them. You need to demonstrate organizational planning skills, for you need to plan so many events or activities and ensure success. Now, in this context, for talking about leadership skills and communication skills, I would like to highlight the importance of soft skills. of language. Grammatical accuracy has to be taken care of. So unless or otherwise, the messages that you send across to the people are very clear and correct, you know, people will not be able to understand. Vague messages, okay, will lead to no, I mean unclarity also. So you need to develop speaking skills and the writing skills in order that you succeed in today's globalized context, technological context. Now in this connection, I have a piece of advice to you. I would suggest that you take up Business English certificate courses offered by Cambridge Assessment English, which forms part of the Cambridge University. For these courses, will give you a good foundation in communication skills, which will boost your confidence level to communicate even in international work environments. And the certificates given by the Cambridge The certificates given by the Cambridge University are recognized at international level. So we at BS Abdul Rahman Present Institute of Technology, as mentioned by her, we signed a memorandum of understanding with the Cambridge Assessment English, which is one of the departments of Cambridge University, with the aim of developing the communicative competence of our students. So according to the MOU, we made the courses mandatory to all the students of second year and third year BTech. And of course, we have been successfully conducting these courses and the related exams for more than 10 years. And almost all of them, our students, almost all of them clear the exam and they pass out, getting very good grades. So in order that to develop your skills, you can take up this business English certificate courses, which are equivalent to TOEFL. And then you know, all these are utilized at world level to gain admission in universities, foreign universities, or especially business English certificate courses are recognized, when you apply for a job. And these courses are offered at three levels. They are called as preliminary level, vantage level, and higher level. So we stop up to vantage level because the higher is the very high level, so the very high standard. So that is why we conduct courses preliminary level and vantage level. Vantage level especially is recognized in almost all the some of the big software companies, both in India and then abroad also. So that is my suggestion for you. So you need to develop these skills. Of course, realizing the importance of these soft skills and communication skills. Of late, many colleges have come forward or they have started organizing these courses. So as students, you have to seize the opportunities given to you in order to attain professional success. With these few words, I congratulate the members of the outgoing council for having done their duty to the utmost satisfaction and appreciation of the college. Okay, when she read out the student president, I could see, the enormity of the work, the events, the various events conducted by you. They need a lot of appreciation from us. Finally, I would like to close by quoting the words of our ex-president APJ Abdul Kalam for the youth. As you are the leaders of tomorrow, I thought it would be apt to quote his poem, Song of the Youth. Me and my nation India, as a young citizen of India, armed with technology, knowledge and love for my nation, I realize small aim is a crime. I will work and sweat for a great vision, the vision of transforming India into a developed nation, powered by economic strength with value system. I am one of the citizens of the billion. Only the vision will ignite the billion souls. It has entered into me. The ignited soul, compared to any resource, is the most powerful resource on the earth, above the earth, and under the earth. I will keep the lamp of knowledge living to achieve the vision of developed India. And the message that I want to leave behind you is be united with one heart and one voice and say loudly that you will do your best to make this year the most successful, joyous, and memorable for yourselves and for your college. I thank you once again for giving me the opportunity. All the best. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your ever-inspiring words. Speech is power. Speech is to persuade, to convert, to compel, said Ralph Waldo Emerson. We now call upon the outgoing General Secretary, Ms. Zainab Chaudhary, to enter the co-council's address.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning again. As our tenure as student leaders comes to an end, there are a few people without whom this could not have been possible. I would like to thank respected Madam Principal Dr. Shahnaz Ahmad and respected Madam Vice Principal Dr. Amatul Aziz, who have always encouraged us to do more and supported all of our ideas. I would also like to thank our Administrative Officer, Matina Fazil ma'am, for her constant help and support in all of our logistical needs. Wholeheartedly, I thank our coordinators, Dr. Aruna ma'am, Dr. Molina ma'am, and Aisha ma'am, who listen to all of our ideas, but they are our biggest critics as well, pushing us to do better. But they are our biggest critics because in the end they helped us become the best version of ourselves. I like to thank our volunteers and so many others who have helped us every step of the way. As we now pass on the mantle to the next council, if there was one thing I'd say on behalf of my team, is that it might look very daunting now. You might feel like sometimes that you won't be able to do it, but know that the students have elected you, and that will be your driving force, and you will be able to do it all as a team. To the upcoming student council, you will do a wonderful job. And this is the Student Council 2020 to 2021 of Justice Bashir Ahmed Said College for Women, officially signing off. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Zainab. Success is built on the foundation of courage, responsibility, and hard work. Hard work doesn't go unnoticed, and verily, one day the rewards do follow. We request our Honorable Chief Guest, Madam Dr. A. Shani Sultana, to felicitate our office bearers with their profits. From the core council, the President, Mustafa Tabassum. The General Secretary, stand up proudly. The Treasurer, Neha Patel. The Cultural Secretary, stand up Sandip. The Literary and Debating Secretary, Mahila Fatima. The Joint Secretary, Nilofer Rahmatullah. From the External Council, the School Secretaries, Tasik Tausuk SP and Yarki G. The Placement Secretaries, Mahajami A, Divya Shriti and Aisha Munafar. The Enviro Club Secretaries, Ashika A and Logashri B. The NCC Secretary, Devi G. The NSS Secretaries, Faiza Riaz, Asma F and Zina Irfana. The RI Secretaries, Kausar Akala and Samir Fatima. The YRC Secretaries, Srimati A and Gayatri B. The Center for Women Studies Secretary, Vajra Kausar and Kritika Anjalakshmi N. Likewise, secretaries Shruti F. Saka Sakuna and F. From Department and Assistant Department Secretary, the Department Secretary of Historical Studies. The photographer Narmada Nitin of from the Department and Assistant Department Secretary, the Department Secretary of Historical Science. The Department Secretary and the Assistant Department Secretary of Political Science. The Department Secretary and the Assistant Department Secretary of Economics. The Department Secretary and the Assistant Department Secretary of English. The Department Secretary and the Assistant Department Secretary of Mathematics. The Department Secretary and the Assistant Department Secretary of Physics. The Department Secretary and the Assistant Department Secretary of Plant Biology. The Department Secretary and the Assistant Department Secretary of Zoology. The Department Secretary and the Assistant Department Secretary of Psychology. The Department Secretary and the Assistant Department Secretary of Home Science. The Department Secretary and the Assistant Department Secretary of Biochemistry. the Department Secretary and the Assistant Department Secretary of Commerce. The volunteers, Marcina, Khadija, Bhuvaneshwari, Zainab, Reshma, Namira, Nisha Nandini, Mahmooda Bibi, thank you, ma'am. We kindly request you to take your seat. Now we call upon our honorable principal, Madam Dr. Shamas Arvind, to give away the badges. Can I also call upon the chief guest, Madam Dr. A. Shahin Sultana, to reward the badges to the upcoming council. From the core council, the president, Lofer Rahmatullah. The general secretary, Aisha Siddiqa. The treasurer, Maryam Fatima N. The literary and debating secretary, Abdul Siddiqa S. The culture secretary is Bajir. The joint secretary is Talia Tabassum. Council, the sports secretaries are Afreen Fatima I and Madhumita GK. The placement secretaries Aisha Bushra, Samrit Mustafa and Shalini Das. The Envelope Club secretaries Rahmatunisa S and Yasmin SB. The NCT secretaries The NCC secretaries Almaz J and Shakti Sandana S. The NSS secretaries Aisha Shulaiha, Nasiha Z and Rashmi Rafi. The library secretary Shabnam D. The YRC secretaries Pavitra M and Savita Shruti Y. The Center for Women Studies secretaries Anamika M and Rizwana A. The live choir secretaries Nitya V and Sheikh Muinaz. The photographer Indu P. From the department and assistant department secretaries, the department secretary and assistant department secretary of historical studies. From the department and assistant department secretary, the department secretary and assistant department secretary of Department Secretary and the Assistant Department Secretary of Physics. The Department Secretary and the Assistant Department Secretary of Chemistry. The Department Secretary and the Assistant Department Secretary of Plant Biology. The Department Secretary and the Assistant Department Secretary of Zoology. The Department Secretary and the Assistant Department Secretary of Psychology. The Department Secretary and the Assistant Department Secretary of Home Science.